What's up everybody, welcome to the channel and welcome to the series where we go searching for gems in the hip-hop culture. I want to get to know all the gems from the 80s till today. Leave your requests in the comment section, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let's get digging. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, man. We are gonna check out Tom MacDonald Brainwashed. I have no idea what he's gonna talk about. I honestly already know that he's gonna say some fucked up shit that got a lot of people pissed as fuck, and that he's laughing his way to the bank. So we're gonna check it out, man. I don't agree with everything Tom says. I think he's scary as fuck as well, but you have to agree that I always think that even though you don't agree with what Tom says, at least think about what Tom's saying and make your own judgment about how you feel, and don't just I think if you're gonna follow the news, you should listen to Tom and then find the middle way. If you do that, then you're gonna come out winning. But if you're only gonna follow the news, then in my own humble opinion, then you're doing exactly what you shouldn't be doing. And if you're only gonna listen to Tom, I think you're close to doing exactly what you should not be doing as well. So please, he's extreme, but I also think that the news is extreme, so please listen to both and make your own opinion on what you want to do. This is the second Tom MacDonald Brainwash. This is the second video from Tom MacDonald on the channel, and I think it's like the third song I ever heard, so we're gonna check it out, man. We're gonna check it out.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like...
I agree with that. I'm sorry. He said a lot of stuff that I don't agree with, but the media is actually made to be, if a car crash happens here and then you are here, you will not hear the car crash happened or the bomb went off or whatever. So the media is actually what is used to, that's where the name comes from. This is a media to getting the news to you, but this is not what this is no longer what is happening. The media is not making up news, but forming their own words to bring the news to you. So you will think that the car crash was a bus crash, and it's not, it's a car crash, but the media will come and tell you it's a bus crash, in my opinion. If you feel differently, that's totally okay, but he struck a nerve there for me. That was truth in my eyes.
We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like... Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash.
That's not true. They can't stop us because we are not ready to fight. The problem is, and I hope everybody gets along, but not everybody gets along. And I think the problem is, this is also not for me to speak on, by the way, because I'm not 70 years old, so do not expect any life altering words from me. But where the fuck did we go? Honestly, when I hear my grandfather talk, or when I heard my grandfather talk about his youth, that was fucking brilliant. But right now, this is fucking sad. This is getting sadder by the day. Also, these people fighting each other, hating each other. You can compare it with black ants and red ants. If you have black ants in a jar and you pour red ants in the jar, nobody, the one ant is gonna, no black ant is gonna attack the red ant, and no red ant is gonna attack the black ant. Everybody just lives in the jar. Nobody gives a crap. But if you as a human being or whoever picks up the jar and starts rambling with it, just start knocking all the ants back and forth, then the red ants and the black ants are gonna start fighting each other, because the black ants think the red ants are the danger and the red ants think the black ants are the danger. And that is exactly what media is doing. And I hope, and I know it's never gonna happen, but I hope that it's gonna change someday. But people are brainwashed, man. And it's just, I don't care if I go to minus 400 subscribers by telling you that, but that's how I feel. You can feel as differently. I would never try to fight anybody who says I'm in the wrong, but that is my vision on it. And
Cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president
for dinner.
rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own.
That goes back and forth, because yeah, you can't take away the president's, I really should not be talking about this anyway, because it's not my president, it's not my country, but you shouldn't take away the president's freedom of speech. Yeah, true. Anybody who writes that sentence on a chalkboard has written the truth on a chalkboard. But Trump was also stirring a commotion, and at some point that also has to be stopped. So that's a real painful situation for a lot of parties involved. That's a real painful situation. I also don't really care about that because I'm not American and all that, but
Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only
even that in Belgium, when you live in Belgium, when you're born and raised in Belgium, you really cannot imagine people carrying firearms around the street. You just can't imagine that. Like, when I talk about this to people in America, they're all like, so what? When you go to the club, you don't have a firearm? I'm like, what? When you go to the club, you have a firearm? Are you fucking crazy? You're drinking and hey, what the fuck? I cannot see. You can't trust people when you go to the club and you have something like this. At the club where we go, it gets screwed off and then they hand it to you because you can do damage with that. And you guys go to the club with a gun? You in Belgium, you can't imagine that. In Belgium, that's fucking crazy.
giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans.
I don't care what he's gonna say. Everybody should do that. Let's just have the conversation. That's what attracts me the most in I'm Not Racist by Jonah Lucas. That's the whole fucking point of that video. You can get mad, you can say what's on your mind, but after you've done your saying, after you're done talking, just sit the fuck down and listen to what the guy has to say that you're talking to, because when you were talking, he was also listening. So listen to what he has to say, and then afterwards either walk away or hug. I don't give a crap, but just have the conversation. And people don't do that anymore. They're all just dig behind their computer, and then your neighbor on the internet has a different point, so you don't like him anymore, but then someone 4 countries away has the same point, so now all of a sudden you're friends. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just go to your neighbor, have a beer, have the conversation. Who gives a crap who's in the right or in the wrong? I mean, you can all have a different opinion and still be friends. You don't have to. Not everybody has to
We
fuck you.
hustle never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. Not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along.
You just said the government was everybody fighting with your neighbors. I just said that. He's stealing my lyrics. I want my money, Tom. I want my fucking money.
A racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us because we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
This is exactly what I said in the beginning. Like I told you, you have to hear what Tom has to say, you have to hear what the media has to say, and then you gotta go almost exactly in the middle, and that is where the truth or whatever lies. At some points Tom is gonna be more right, at some points the media is gonna be more right, but you gotta admit that something is completely off right here. You have to admit that, and if you don't admit that, please look into it, because yeah, man. But like he said, I don't agree with everything Tom says, don't get me wrong. I just know that I agree with absolutely nothing the media says, and the fact that the media was the internet was gonna get us closer together. We were gonna talk to people all over the world, and we're doing that. We are talking to people all over the world, but we are not talking to our neighbors anymore, and that is fucking sad. That is fucking sad. And now we used to. I hope things are gonna change again some point, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so, because when I talk to people about issues like this, people are always, the thing is that either you believe everything the media says, because 30 years ago you could believe 90% the media said, because the media can also just be wrong. So 10% they would just be wrong, simple. 90% they would be telling the truth and people would believe it. Right now, I believe that those two values are a hell of a lot different. And I don't think the media is wrong that much anymore. I think they're intentionally wrong. But we used to be so people used to be so much happier than they are right now, and that's just sad, because as we advance as humans, we are getting less and less happy, and that is just crazy. People used to die of the flu and be happier than us right now, being able to almost conquer almost everything. And yeah, man. Like I said, man, I don't really listen to Tom MacDonald, but I react to Tom MacDonald because I think it opens up conversations that people wouldn't normally have. And this is actually for my benefit that I listen to Tom MacDonald, because he makes you think about the stuff you normally wouldn't think about, and or he puts words in your mouth that you would otherwise struggle to have. So yeah, when the two new albums drop this Friday, I'm gonna check the whole album out. I'm gonna check out the whole album, and I am very sorry for that, for the people who don't like it. I also respect it if you don't like it, and if you don't want to be met with those questions that Tom is portraying, or statements, that's fine. That's okay. Just don't watch the video, and we can all get along, man. We can all get along. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like the channel, please like the channel. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another one. If you have any songs you want me to do, comment them down below, and I will do them ASAP. Peace.